Hey guys, it's Emily Momo. Welcome back to another YouTube video. I apologize, I look pretty bad right now, but I just have some notes and I'm hoping that I'm going to try and keep my sanity, try and keep myself collected and get through this video without a script. I'm very sleep deprived too, so anyway, let's stop beating around the bush. What am I talking about today? Well, you already know what I'm talking about if you clicked on this video. I'm talking about SMARTSCHOOLBOY9. So basically, SMARTSCHOOLBOY9, he started out with a few Instagram accounts. So about a month ago, a Redditor called Mariel, I don't know how to pronounce the user, but I'm sure you can find it if you look hard enough, on r/internet mysteries, posted creepy Instagram profiles of people pretending to be kids, similar to Pipergate. In this post, we have a picture of the Truth Sticks 11 account, and basically the post goes as follows. I came across a post on r/Instagram where somebody mentioned these creepy Instagram accounts of people who are seemingly pretending to be kids. It reminds me of Pipergate in a way, and I feel like all of these pages are run by the same person because of their horrendous editing style that makes my eyes bleed. The second image is bizarre because it makes me think Truth Sticks 11 is making a joke about themselves. If you look at the highlight titled After School, it's a video of what seems to be somebody naked. Just legs, nothing is shown, but if you go and watch it, you can see it's sexual in nature. Many of the photos on this account are an edit of that goofy face on a real person's body, and a lot of the bodies are in suggestive poses, which makes me think this is a definite fetish account. It seems like, quote, SMARTSCHOOLBOY9 is seriously what actual kid would name themselves that. I mean, honestly, some kids are different breeds, but yeah, I agree. And Stephanie Schooley are following a handful of actual kids. Or maybe it's just more impersonators doing a better job hiding their true identity. I feel like the logical explanation is that SMARTSCHOOLBOY9 is the poster's real identity, which is extremely uncanny to say the least. Is this just a really, really weird hobby? I think so. It seems like the poster's first language is French. So first of all, we know that the poster is not French, he is from Britain, London. And okay, to go over the main points we know so far, so the accounts that we have uncovered, I don't know who I'm referring to as we, but Redditors have found to be owned by this certain person. It's commonly known SMARTSCHOOLBOY9, which has now been deleted, and Stunning Stephanie, which is the name was Stephanie Schooley, and there was also Truth Sticks 11. I think that one's been put down too. There's a bunch of others which I'm not really going to go into detail about, but there's some like mile.s95, Schoolgirl Theresa. Those are the main ones that really I'll be looking at content from in this video. So basically, there have been a lot of people making up rumors and just sort of trying to be trying to be the hero, trying to be some sort of like internet detective, looking all over the internet for proof that this guy is so-and-so. And people have pinpointed his location to a place called Doncaster in London, but it could be anywhere around that area. But basically, one time on his SMARTSCHOOLBOY9 account, so the guy posted a bunch of videos of himself, and some of them actually in public, and in one of these he was in a playground. And you know, playgrounds, you can kind of like get the gist of what area the person is based on the playground, because all councils, or at least in Australia, have a distinct style, or like all playgrounds are different, you know. And someone managed to track this certain playground in the video to a certain playground in Doncaster, London, and this playground was near a school. And basically, a lot of people have tracked this playground, looked around the area on Google Maps and tried to find this guy's address, which we'll go into that later, but I'm not going to say his address. And like, that's really none of our business, because when we start to like dox people and go like try to find out what a certain person's address is, even if this person is doing the wrong thing, it isn't our job to stalk them. And there are some people out there who might go to extreme lengths, like, who knows, someone might burn a house down, and some people have been throwing rocks at the windows of a house that we don't even really know if it's this guy's house. So anyway, I think I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. On the screen you'll see a bunch of pictures and videos of some of the things that have been on his accounts, and basically the account that was first given attention to was a Trick Sticks account, where he's impersonating this little boy, and basically there's all these like seemingly AI generated photos of like this like blonde boy, or not even blonde in some of them, like they're all just different boys, but you can see that in all of the pictures they have like big red lips, blue eyes, like just kind of like clearly edited, and I think it's made with AI. And then there's this like ghastly editing that makes it look horrible and eye straining, and it's like the account only has like a few followers, like there's barely any followers on the accounts, which is pretty, I mean, I can understand why, like who the hell would want to be tuning into this stuff, but he's following a bunch of kids. And basically in one of his first videos there's like this weird like video where he's like, this man is pretending to be a boy, and it's like him recording another Instagram account which is like meant to be a predator pretending to be a boy. But you see, he's doing the exact same thing, so it's kind of like he's ironic, he's clearly making a fool of himself. He's trying to point the blame to other people when he's doing the exact thing. He's following kids, he's pretending to be a little boy, when in the reels you can see that he's like an old man. And we'll get onto that later, but it's pretty clear by now that he's about 50 or 60, and he's wearing all this makeup and effects in his videos, and especially in his SMARTSCHOOLBOY9 account. He has this weird like, he looks really kind of deformed, like his lips are really puckered and red, and it's like he has this almost fake tongue, and he just looks so unrealistic. And you can tell he's wearing makeup and all to make himself look like a young kid. And basically in some of his other accounts, like the Stephanie Schooley account, he was using pictures of this girl and a bunch of AI generated pictures, like just edited and stuff. And this girl has came out on Reddit, the SmartSchoolBoy9 news subreddit, because they made a new subreddit because people in the original SmartSchoolBoy9 Reddit were just kind of trolling and not posting proper stuff. Oh my god, there's so many layers to this, and without a script, it's like I could yap on about this for ages. This whole situation is just crazy. But anyway, let's read this Reddit post. So the title is Joanna Tang. Hi, I've only just been made aware of this SmartSchoolBoy9 situation. My name is Camille, and this man has used videos of me from when I was 15 years old and used them to create an alias called Joanna Tang. If anyone has any evidence, please message me on Instagram, 18 Camille, or TikTok, 11 Camille. I'll be reporting this situation to the police and identity theft, as well as pornographic content, because he was kind of sexualizing her, not exactly like porn, but just kind of in a way that you shouldn't be portraying a minor. Like, obviously could use as much evidence as possible. Thank you. This is obviously horrible. Like, he was using an actual person's pictures and videos from their Instagram in his account, and he didn't ask for their permission. I mean, even if he did ask for their permission, it would still be weird. And this girl didn't even know until she started seeing the Reddit post and all. And the Reddit moderators actually deleted this post. I don't know why, but clearly there's something wrong here. People are not handling this situation well enough. And yeah, there's just been a lot of backlash to him, as deserved. Someone messaged the SmartSchoolBoy9 account and said, first of all, the guy said, you're gonna get caught. And then SmartSchoolBoy9, I'm gonna call him David from now on, because we've identified his name as David. but we don't exactly know what his last name is yet. There's some theories on that. But for now, I'll just call him David because he's called David. That's a confirmed fact. Amateur ass crap that you invented to intimidate ain't going to manipulate me, you crazy duffer. Get a job. I don't know why I did an American accent, but the way he talks is just so goofy. I can't take it seriously. Anyway, the guy says again, you're gonna get caught, quit texting me, I'm underage. I don't know if this person was actually underage. I think they were just posing, but nevertheless, he says, you're wanking as you text. So David said you're wanking as you text. Why would he say this? Like, he's probably just saying what he's doing, like to try and like project onto people. It's just a classic example of projection, and I think that's a really interesting thing that people tend to do and they don't realize. It's projecting like how you feel about something onto other people to make yourself feel better, and people do it a lot, but clearly David is doing this here, and it's just total immaturity. Anyway, literally evidence you're a pedo, the guy says. And then in the next screenshot, there's like, oh, I'm 10. And the guy's like, you are not 10. He's like, fuck off, I'm 10. This boy's much taller at my age in Kenya. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but the guy says, you clearly have some sort of prosthetics on your face. The whole internet can see, goofy. And he said, it's my natural face, you sick cunt. Stop scraping bow for excuses, you fucking weirdo. I don't know if I'm gonna have to blur out these words, but the subject of this video is already kind of messed up, so I don't think it really matters if I have swear word, and it's not like I'm getting monetized for these videos anyway, so quit playing like you're dumb. There's already an investigation being done. Obviously some dirty old fucker texting a kid. This whole situation is so weird. So basically, he's been saying that the police have been notified about this situation. Referenced here. We don't actually know if this is true, but I do have a screenshot of this email about Tesco. I don't think this is actual like proof because it doesn't say anything about the police, but I can read it and you just, you know, we can all create our own opinions. I'm just showing the proof, but I'm not saying that anything like that any of these screenshots, any of these statements are 100% true. All we know is that this dude is not a 10-year-old. He's obviously dressing up. It's obviously some sort of age play thing. It's not a little kid. It's not an innocent little kid that's being established. That's all we know, and we can't make assumptions about his identity, but gathering evidence is all we can really do, fake or not. Anyway, let's read out this email. From Don E. Ladd. Oh, to Don E. Ladd. Anyone who's been into the Northbridge Doncaster Tesco's on a weekday evening regularly will know what I'm talking about. At first, many months ago, I thought that it was just a released into community care weirdo with a severe skin complaint. However, last week, whilst working on the town centre lighting, I saw it without its charcoal and blusher combination face covering, Negro-style permed ginger hair, embarrassingly too small half-mast circulation-stopping schoolboy's uniform, and ridiculously high girls' platform shoes. It was stood without makeup outside the Christchurch gents' toilet for hours on end. I saw police twice asking it to move. How are you saying it? It's not even a they, it's an it. Without arresting it, and it continued to frequent the toilets. A couple of weeks ago, me and the missus were going through the next checkout from this freak. As usual, most of the staff were taking their breaks early to see the show. Security guards falling apart with laughter, and we heard the elderly female cashier ask it, whilst blatantly struggling to keep a straight face, "Do you have a club card?" It replied very seriously, "Of course not, I'm only 13. I found out from another Tesco employee that it gave the same reply to that question every time. The guy is about 30 years old, over 6 feet tall, platform shoes included, and apparently a locally well-known rent boy, quote unquote. I think that means that they're getting payments from the government. And the other comical thing is that it appears to have a very tight rubber bands around its clothes, making it look a bit like a trussed up turkey. Weird. In short, it's like Monty Python meets Quentin Crisp meets Justin meets a very poor attempt at, okay, that doesn't matter. Anyway, so there's clearly been a sighting at Tesco, which is a British supermarket chain. And in this email, it seems to state that the police have been called on this guy, and they haven't exactly arrested him, but they're kind of on his radar. And it seems that people in this area are kind of like acknowledging this dude as a kind of freak, like, you know, just a mentally ill dude. And it seems like that happens a lot in society. Like, we just kind of see people that are freaked out of their mind. You can tell that there's something wrong with them, but we don't really see them as a threat. We're kind of just like, okay, let's just laugh at this dude, but he can't actually hurt us, right? Well, this dude is always taking pictures and videos around playgrounds, dressing up as a kid. That's just messed up. He even has a video of him chasing after a kid. People have... Here's another piece of proof that this isn't just like an ARG, or like, this isn't just like a stunt for attention. David is like actually fully into this. So in 2018, at the Salmon Youth Centre, which is like a centre for kids in Britain, on Twitter, they posted, "Look at this lovely handwritten card we received in the post this week from Stephanie, an 11-year-old girl living in Doncaster." So first of all, this matches up to the character that David has came up with. It's great to hear someone's work as well as an angle with young people everywhere, so and so. So basically, let me read out this letter that so-and-so Stephanie wrote. Can I like do it in like the voice that he does? Like, do you reckon that would be like offensive? Like, I mean, I'm allowed to make fun of him because like we can't condone his behavior, but like we can't condone his behavior. But like, I feel like I'm kind of making light of the situation by like impersonating him, but I kind of wanted to, because the way he kind of like does his impression of little kids is so crazy to me. Like, he sounds like a little peasant British boy, like out of like Charles Dickens or something, you know, like it's so obviously put on. I don't know how he thinks he's fooling anyone. Hi to everyone at the Salmon Youth Centre. My name is Stephanie, mixed race, born in London. I'm age 11, I'm in year 7. At school, here is a picture of me with some of my art included. I'm just got to write because I read about the cool work you do, and so I've written a poem for you, and I'm donating £10. One example of your really great work I read about. Wow, I can't even read this, man. Wow, like, he went to loads of different schools and was completely misunderstood and everything, and now he's got leadership potential. That is brilliant. I'm hoping I don't get into any fights at my school, in brackets, year 7. Here in this picture is me and the so awesome heels. We girls are allowed. Smiling face, so delighted and excited, and it's nice to write to you. Bye for now. So that was a horrible... Actually, I lie. I think that was a good impression, to be honest. This collage that he created, and it fits the same style as the post on his Instagram. So we have this clearly like fake, like his posts. There's like these mini like leather boots that he clearly emphasizes. And like, it's obviously like some sort of kink thing, and he wears them in some of his videos too. And like, here they are, and like, come on, like, what school would allow like boots like that? Like, this is obviously connected, and we now kind of have a sort of idea of like how seriously this dude is taking this. So it seems that this David guy has been in and out of mental hospitals, so he clearly has some mental issues, but I think he's also getting off by this. He's kind of self-aware, so he projects it onto other people, which is just kind of crazy. And basically, he's been like, kind of, people have tried to find his house, and basically from videos of him walking down his hallway, people have identified that to a certain house in the road, like in the area of where that playground and such was. And people started going to his house, and we have some videos here of people going to his house, but full on, like, we don't know if this is actually his address. He could be throwing us off track, or this could just totally be like the wrong person, or like he could have moved by now. So it's not okay to act as if this is his address, because that's just like so many people could get hurt because of this. Anyway, so people have been throwing rocks at his windows. Well, we don't know if it's him. Maybe there's no one even living there, but to be patched up with wood, because people are just harassing the hell out of this dude. So this is like a big thing. Like, a lot of people in real life tell me like this isn't that big of a deal, like not many people are talking about it, but it has been on a lot of news websites, things like this. Like, we need to raise awareness for when people online are kind of spreading this sort of negativity, kind of fetish content, and I think no one else is really getting off to this. Like, it's not like he had many followers, like he probably just did this for his own enjoyment, and realistically, like, it seems like he didn't really get to harm anyone, but he could have. And luckily, because of all this coverage on his accounts, people have managed to come forth and kind of like, you know, try to report his accounts to Instagram. And because of Nick Crowley's video, the accounts got taken down, and it could have been very dangerous because there are lots of screenshots of him trying to talk to young kids who are impressionable, and he clearly knows how to make people trust him. So, like, this dude is dangerous, and it's really good that we got him off of the internet. So hopefully, if new accounts start to pop up, we'll be able to kind of track them down, get them deleted. And it seems that the police are attentive to this matter, but they could just be brushing this off as another mentally ill dude. But hopefully not. Hopefully they actually put some thought into this, because it is kind of important. Well, it is important, and we don't want other people to start following in his footsteps and trying to groom kids online. People have also found a Facebook account called David London that is apparently his, but we can't exactly be sure. But he has like a bunch of music sites like on SoundCloud and on lyrics and stuff, and he tries to make his own music. He's really into poetry and stuff, and like his music is actually crap. Like, here's a segment of it right now.
Samaria, the city, I think I hear a running tram. Going back in time, not out of time. I think I like a little lemon and lime. Samaria, a steely Dan. I like the sound of that running tram. Running tram.
Picture of what his alleged face looks like, because he had it as a profile picture. Clearly this dude, he doesn't really know what he's doing. Like, he's kind of just all out there. Probably he doesn't have a job, so he's just, his whole life is on the internet, and he's just oversharing, doing stupid stuff like dressing up as little kids and such. And hopefully he's learned his lesson and he doesn't try to get onto internet again. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I'm running out of storage on my iPhone, so I should probably end this video. But I hope you enjoyed, and I know it was a bit all over the place, but I hope you learned something new maybe. If you did already hear about David, if not, now you know about SMARTSCHOOLBOY9. Thank you for watching. Give me any suggestions in the comments. Like and subscribe. Bye guys.